Alright, so our video section's done, but if we take one look at the lower part of our homepage, we realize we don't have enough spacing in between how we spend the day and the call to action. So let's do a little quick demo on margin and padding. We can click Edit with Elementor, and then pretty easily we can go into the how do we spend our day section. Just gotta scroll down and we gotta find the section settings for how do we spend the day. So here we go. Alright, click on those 6 dots, and now we're going to click Advanced. And in the case of this how we spend the day section, it looks like there's some white space in between the portfolio and the how we spend the day section. This is sort of floating in the middle, so let's keep that the same style beneath the section. To do that, we can use margin. So let's unlink the margin, and let's throw a bottom margin in of maybe 70 and see how it looks. So it's pretty close. Might need to play around with the numbers a little. 60 looks good. Alright, and if we had done padding, then there would have been more space inside the blue line, but because we used margin, there's more space outside the blue line, separating how we spend the day from the other elements around it. If you were to Google margin versus padding and click images, you'll get a really good demo of what margin and padding is. So here we have an element like content, and then there's padding in between the content and the border. So that padding would, for example, be like this white space. We can see right here where my mouse is. This little sliver inside the border line. Then the border itself would be that blue line. We don't have a border, so the blue line is just showing us where the border would be. So that would be the border. And then the margin is what we just applied, which is space outside the border in between the element we're working on here and the other element on the page. Alright, so with that said, we can apply a little bit more margin or padding to our call to action area. Let's just click on section settings, and we're going to go to advanced, and we want a little more space that's black in between the button and the border, so that would be padding, space inside of the element. Alright, so we can hit bottom margin of maybe 20 or so, maybe just 10 would do it, and now we have the button a little bit better centered in the black space, and update. Alright, so that's just margin versus padding and border explained. Let me know if I didn't do a good job of that, and any questions.